Welcome to another video from the STF Wargaming studio. We've been to another tournament of Guild Ball and we filmed some snippets from the experience. And I'd recommend you to get out some of your paint, some of your models, get comfortable and enjoy.
Whoa. So, out traveling again, guys. We are on the way for another tournament. We are in Bergen again, almost like last time I was there. Now I'm heading out this way, and well, as you can see, we got top quality here. Just reboot and press any key to continue. So everything is fine here in Bergen Airport. Quality is as expected, and I'm heading out to meet my host for the weekend, Kim. So we'll see how that goes. Apparently I'm promised a lasagna this night, so we'll see how that works out. Hopefully I'll be able to play tomorrow. If not, then we know who to blame. It's Sabotage. Anyways, I'll see you guys in a little while after I meet my host. Maybe we'll have a few words, see where we go from there. Good morning, guys. So it's now 6:50 in the morning. A few hours until we get going for the tournament and such. I was going to have a little clip for yesterday evening, but no, too pleasant getting actually just something to eat and getting to bed basically yesterday. It's getting pretty late by the time I even got there, but I will try to give you some updates throughout the day, throughout the afternoon. I'm probably doing an interview with some of the people I'm playing with and some people from the club here sometime on Saturday evening, so this evening, and after that we'll see what we do for the tournament today. It's a singles tournament today, and we have a team event tomorrow. So if everything goes well, that should be pretty interesting. So as a double thing tomorrow, yeah, that should be pretty cool. Look forward to it. So currently now we're just waiting for the last people coming over from Oslo. They should be arriving at the train station any moment. So it's actually 3 of us coming over. So it's myself, it's Frederick and Alexander coming over, and we'll see if we can figure out how these Westerners play Guild Ball. And maybe one of us will sneak the trophy or some trophies across the mountains again. Not sure we will, but we'll give it a go, and it'll be pretty cool regardless. And let's see what happens. So we gotten well into our game. We're middle of the day Saturday. I've had 2 games so far. Very interesting one, both of them, in very different ways. Had one first now against, or the first one was against Blacksmiths, basically the first box. Did it's really tight one. We figured out we basically on average we rolled perfectly average throughout the game. My opponent was keeping the high part of the average. I was keeping the low part, the very low part. So nothing was working whatsoever. So, well, still, it's an oddity. I basically won because I've done tournaments, quite a bit of them. He ran out of time. As he clocked out, I had almost 14 minutes on the time, on the clock. So basically we ended up just finishing the game with a 12-11 to me. Well, it was an interesting game, to say the least. And well, Ivar, as I played against, definitely will be doing very well for himself in this game. As soon as he gets the rest of the blacksmiths, he will very likely be a scary fellow to play against with blacksmiths. He handles them very nicely. Okay, for the second game, we go back to good old Union. So I play against Seasoned Brisket. That I believe I haven't played since like my first game or so. Well, first or second game I played Guild Ball at all in Desolation year and a half ago, a year ago, roughly. And that was good fun, by all means. My opponent had a little gamble with Mist. It was a fair try, but it failed miserably. And I basically ended the first turn 8-2 up, with Mist being witnessed me, actually Seasoned Brisket being witnessed me, and Mist damaged a little bit, and Midas did Midas things, scooting across the board, with the opponent just being like, wow, that was a long way. So he basically tapped in a nice goal right at the last activation, scooted off in cover outside of Minx's charge, and that was it for that turn. Start of the next turn was basically Mist being poisoned by Naja, set up for another Witness Me. That failed, bringing me to 10. And the turn went a little back and forth, but in the end I managed to isolate Minx and bring her down a few points. And the start of the first activation of the third turn, Catalyst or Veteran Catalyst goes over, pounds her to bits. And that was the entire game. It was very quick. I think we were about 15-20 minutes left on the clocks roughly now, and I've been done for half an hour. Our entire thing, all in all, was less than an hour, about 45 minutes, the entire game. Good game, but it was a little sad with the start. He had a really bad start and it just fell apart. So, best of luck on the next game, Thomas. That was well played, but the gamble didn't pay off this time. So, good luck on that one next time. I totally understand why you did what you did, and it was pretty close, but unfortunately it didn't work out. So I will try to get back to you after I had the next set of games. We're probably, it's going at a very nice casual little rate, and we're doing quite nice for ourselves. I'm also having a chat with some of the people here, maybe making a video in the evening. We'll see what we can do. So we get some nice new fun content so that we can actually create together with these two clubs. When we're over here in Bergen, we do try to make the best we can. So we talk a bit to the people here. We invite them over to our tournaments, and we're certainly hoping that as many as possible from Bergen here can come over for Archon in about 3 months. Be at least a 6-game tournament, and we will have a lot of fun, I hope. And hopefully we can have a solid new record of amount of people attending. So far, I think the highest we've had in Norway now is 14 players, which is Oslo in November. We had a very good showing of people and lots of good fun. And I hope we can do even more here. We're 10 players here today. That's pretty good as well. But we're definitely hoping that we can
beat that 14 solidly and move it up into the 20s. That'll be our goal, and maybe being on a nice little day, maybe we'll pass 30. We'll see. We have the potential to do so in the community, and we definitely hope we will. But anyways, I see you guys later. For the next segment, we'll get there soon, I hope. And we're here again, or I'm here again, and I brought Swan.
Hello?
Yep. We, should I say,
Yes.
not including our last friend, Alexander was also with us, but he left early today. He did well for himself.
He did very well.
Yeah.
You could almost say the wellest.
The wellest.
You can't say that actually.
No, I don't think. I think some grammar police will probably have a go at you. But yeah, he did well. He won the tournament. 4 victories. Go, Alex. Good job.
Yes.
And you've been working on that for a long time, so definitely well done.
Yes.
Now,
We didn't do too shabby ourselves.
no, we did very well.
With you
also.
securing the second place and I got third.
I got second, we got third. So, you guys from Bergen, come on. You need to come over to Oslo and take it back. Now, we've been here twice and taken it twice.
Burn.
Ow.
Yeah.
Indeed. Not only did we take the first place last time, now we took all 3 places. Come on, guys. You have to come over and defend this.
I agree.
I agree. They should.
Nothing would be
definitely.
better.
It would be very cool. But anyways, at least we have some time now while we have some coffee cooling down, which is way too hot for us to drink. So,
Us
lucky for you
fancily
guys.
Oslo people drinking our Starbucks coffee.
Yeah, at the Bergen airport.
Yes.
So, at least now they have an airport that actually looks like an airport. So that's a good start.
Very nice.
Yeah. And anyways, so yesterday, that was 4 games. It's very interesting. And we had 12 players, is that right?
I think we were 11, so the hosts alternated, played 1 game each.
Yeah, so we were 10 players
Yeah.
in effect.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, we had great games, or many of them.
Yeah, I'd say all of my games were pretty great.
Yeah. Which one did sort of stand out for you, Fredrik?
Well, it's easy to say the one I had against you, which was
Yeah.
the one I lost, because that's kind of the one that sticks the most.
Yeah.
But I had a great first game as well with a fellow who haven't played in a while, but he played Vet Rage,
Yeah.
and it was a really close game, even though I have played a lot recently. So I thought that maybe I'd take it home easy, but it wasn't at all. So that was a great game. So I had to really like.
I think I played against him in the second game.
Yeah, maybe.
I think so. I played a Union fellow with West Rage in the second game.
Yeah, I think there were multiple.
Multiple.
Yeah.
At least I played a Union person, but I played against Seasoned Briskets.
Oh.
So he chose another one against me. He did have Wet Rage there. Yeah. So he just chose to try to out-football the Alchemists.
Yeah, which doesn't usually.
It didn't go well.
No.
It didn't go well.
Yeah, but also the game I had against you,
Yeah.
which was a very close game. You won 12-10.
I won
In the end?
12-10, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's a great game.
you had a very good control until the last 3 activations.
Until Naja got the ball.
Until Nacho got the ball and suddenly...
Goddamn snake.
Yeah. So, well, in case you didn't know, Nacho just snuck in there, bounced off Mist, of all people,
Yes.
and tapped in our goal.
Wasn't even a tap in.
No, it was.
Or it was, yeah, it
It
was,
was a
yeah.
tap in. So the single die tap in.
Yes, it was sad, but it was a good game, and you got the spot prize for scoring with a mascot.
I did. I
So-
also got the spot prize today for pushing someone off the field.
Yeah.
So I've gotten 2 out of 3 spots. That's quite cool.
Yeah.
So hey, we got that one too. There's more of those things you need to get back here.
Yeah.
So are we being harsh to them now?
Nah, I don't think so.
No, that's true.
Yeah. We should be more harsh. Harsh.
maybe. But yeah, it was a great tournament as well, and the locales was pretty great.
Yeah, they were very comfortable.
Yeah, we were overlooking all the 9th age players from the balcony.
Yeah, we did have a 9th age tournament below us, so we were playing at a higher level, as we like to say.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, definitely. Let's see, the game that stood out for me. Difficult to say. I'm not sure. I would say it's either first or last game. The one against you is very interesting as well, but I'm going to cover that twice. That was sort of silly. First game was against a player who hasn't played a lot before, but he definitely has some potential in there.
What did he play?
He played Blacksmith, and I've played against Blacksmith many a time and never found them very overwhelming, but this was something different. I was struggling most of the game.
Yeah.
I won basically because I had 14 minutes left on the clock when he clocked out.
Yeah. So the tournament experience really.
It was just the tournament experience that won me that game. Else I probably would have been pounded to bits. Of course, me having 10 dice and hitting nothing on 3-1 kind of sometimes was sort of how it went. So we had an average on the table. I kept the low end and he kept the high end.
Yeah. But it seemed that was kind of your theme this weekend.
Oh, it's been a lot of that. So for some reason, I still won 3 of the 4 games. And I have no idea why, in a sense.
Alchemist OP, maybe? Is that it?
No, I think it's basically because I've been playing a lot of tournaments.
Yes.
I think the
certainly helps.
The tournament and the time management is probably the only thing that's been saving me. The dice has not been saving me. It's been cursing me.
And we did play on 50-minute clocks, and we were used to 45.
Yeah.
So it did seem like we had better time than usual, even though I clocked out against you. So
you did, but we were talking about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
3.5 minutes I had when you clocked out. So it wasn't a big difference there. But I kept
getting... It seemed like a big difference then.
It was a huge difference then, considering after that tap-in, I went to 11.
Yeah. Not great for me.
No, not so great for you. So that basically put me from 7 to 11. There's a joke in there.
Yeah, there's a
joke in there.
I was just going to say there's a pun in there somewhere.
Yeah,
we're not going to look for it.
No, we're not looking for it.
We're past it.
Yeah, we're above such things.
Nah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Right.
Keep talking
and nobody will notice. No. Let's see.
So the first game and then the last game.
First
was against
that was last one was against Alexander.
Yeah.
That was extremely close. He was struggling, or even with Thresher, he was struggling to keep up with Catalyst. He was killing people as quickly as Thresher was.
Catalyst is a beast, though.
Well, he is a beast, and in that game, he beat Tater to bits twice, and and Harrow.
Yeah.
But really, the defining moment there to begin with was, of course, a certain ritual failing, like the yeah.
You can say that on camera.
I can't say that on camera, but yeah.
She failed the goal, or?
Oh, she failed a 4-die goal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That set the stage for
that
the rest of the game.
Just set the tone for the rest of the game.
But then it became really close.
Extremely.
Was it 12-11 at the end?
12-11, yeah. I got basically to 11. Vitriol came and redeemed herself, sort of, at the end.
By scoring a goal?
By scoring a goal. Brought me up to 11. And then, I was Midas actually went and tapped in that. Yeah. Bloody.
So Vitriol is still...
No, she's still
in the shed.
She still sucks. No, she was doing okay for herself, but she could have done better. But anyways, Midas went in there, got that goal, or tapped in, still engaged, but still 3-die on a 3, that's fine.
Midas can handle that.
Yeah. Basically, the defining moment there was if I'd run the length and gone out, then I couldn't have been caught up by Thresher. Which basically, he needed 4 points in that activation.
Yeah.
And he managed both Midas and Vitriol, which was left on two hit points, just not so far away.
Yeah.
But if I dodged away Midas, he couldn't get to Midas. He could have got to Vitriol, but not Midas.
Yeah. But then you didn't, and you got a double takeout for the win. Was that right?
Yeah. That is right.
Yeah, that's painful.
That was painful to watch. Because I did realize as they're sitting, and then I'm activating him, and I just, oh god, no! Of course, why?
Just dawning on you what this means. Yeah.
It dawned on me what that meant, considering I suddenly realized he had 5 influence on him. Of course, he had 5 influence
Of course,
on him.
Thrasher always has 5.
He always has 5. Why the hell? Why didn't I even look at it? So that's a last moment tournament thing, and he basically also clocked out.
Yeah, because we had played 4 games at that point, and you were almost done with your 4th. So you do get tired, and you kind of miss those.
So I missed a big, obvious
in the finale.
In the finale, the last moment when he clocked out as well. So yes, he deserved that one. I screwed up that activation completely. So no, it's all his, definitely. And he really capitalized on that mistake very well, and the best he could have done.
Yeah, I mean that's what you have to do in these tournaments. You have to capitalize on mistakes.
Yeah,
that's how you win.
Yeah, and I made the last one, which is fine. It's okay. I'll definitely not check how many influence is left on Thrasher.
Yeah,
because I didn't, and that was just stupid. But it's what it is.
Hide your influence, boys.
Hide your influence, yeah. At least when you're playing me after 8 hours of games. Pretty much. Oh god, I was tired yesterday. But yes.
Yeah. So Alexander won.
Yeah.
Then we had some chats and some beers. And then we went to sleep, and we were back at it again today.
Yeah.
Which is
back
Sunday.
at it at 9:30.
Yep.
We're so dedicated, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we went at it for 14 games.
Yep.
But with a twist.
Yes. Multiple twists.
Actually, quite a lot of twists.
Yeah.
We basically started in a sort of custom doubles.
Custom semi-doubles tournament.
Yeah. I think they
with extra points, gold coins on the side.
Yeah, basically I think we partially dubbed it Bribe Ball.
Yeah, Bribe Ball is a good name for it.
Bribe the Ball, yeah.
Bribey Ball.
Bribe Ball. So you could basically use gold coins, chocolate gold coins in this case. We couldn't.
That turns out it was very important later because
because
one of those coins got eaten.
Some of them suddenly disappeared somehow. So people started losing their gold. Won't throw that. But in any case, you could actually buy different types of actions or incidents, bribes, like anything from like buying the other player for the turn, or other rather well suspicious activities, knocking someone on their face,
rock throwing from the audience, things like that.
Things like that. Well, it was quite interesting. It was fun. The first of those 2 games we had just went on a grind fest and just weird.
The first game was grind fest.
That was.
What about your second game? Was that not a grind fest?
That was an insane grind fest. That was beyond silly. The first one at least had it had a 1 goal, didn't
it? Did it? Yeah, you scored. Yeah, because I play Morticians, so my team had caskets, so we got a semi goal, 4 points.
Yeah, we got the takeout.
Yeah, and we got you could bribe players, so we bribed your Vitriol and scored the final goal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you did get you did.
It wasn't just takeouts.
Yeah. So you did get a goal.
Yep.
So you got that 8-12. That's fine.
Yeah, and you got the fancy Crucible goal.
I did,
which none of us foresaw.
Yeah, it's about
probably never will again.
What can she do things like that?
Oh, she can teleport. What?
No, exactly. Right. Well, slip around actually. So, but she had enough space to slip around, so then she slipped around.
Naturally.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And suddenly she just jumped away, and then she had a 3-die tap-in.
Yeah.
And people wondered, what, she can do that? But yeah, it's
Quite easily, as it turns out.
apparently quite easily, yes.
But now we know.
Now we know, and they're not doing it again. Well,
Hopefully.
maybe. We'll see. It was a very funny goal in any case.
Yeah.
It was fun. She basically had like 4 people stacked on her, and Minx came charging in and started doing damage
'cause
and not taking the goal.
We thought the
taking ball.
solution was to crowd her out
Yeah.
and trap her.
Yeah.
Turns out that's not the solution, and not how you do it.
Not with that one, and not
No.
not when you leave her one way of escaping. So she disappeared.
She did,
She did disappear. That was fun.
and the ball disappeared.
Well, actually, it ended up in a goal, but let's not get into that. But,
People know how goal scoring works, so we're fine.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I just missed them. So, but that's a very different story. But then we went up to the next game. And that was a grind test. That was insane. That was just plain insane.
I was luckily not a part of that game. We finished actually quite early. I think.
Yeah, you
I mean,
finished like an hour and a half ahead of us.
Yeah, and
Or
our
whatever it
game was
was.
pretty long as well, as
Yeah.
double games usually are, because we're talking a lot and discussing a lot.
Not to mention the fact we actually didn't use any clocks either. So
No,
Yeah,
yeah, that's an important point. We didn't use clocks.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have.
for next time, yeah,
but,
probably.
Yeah,
should
using
have,
clocks with 2 people is, I think it's hard.
Yeah, we probably should be looking at like 1 hour each. Then, so
Yeah.
probably.
But then was just like the cool down Sunday, so it wasn't in a tournament setting or something.
It's just basically 2 casual games
Yeah.
with
So it was fine.
quite weird teams.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah,
they were good fun though.
yeah.
So I think we spent like 6 hours altogether on those 2 games.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah, 6, 7 hours, something like that.
Hmm.
So a long time anyway.
Yeah.
But we did end up getting a 4 and a 1, so 4 takeouts, 1 goal in that game in the end. Catalyst going bananas again and getting blown off the field once, and also then blowing one person off the field himself just before, so it was kind of a 2-2 kind of idea. So he went for Ulfer and basically sent him off 7 inches, and he disappeared right off the field. And of course, Jessica just came right off and blew me off the field, but that was fun anyway. It's karma, I suppose. Yeah. It was good fun. Yeah. Anyway.
But usually it's that if you knock someone off the pitch, you're in the danger zone yourself.
Very often, at least when it's a Chaska nearby.
Yeah.
So at least the Hunter player was very, very happy.
Yeah.
So he got to do something good fun with the Chaska once. Yay!
Yeah. So what was the score at the end of that game?
We ended up in the end, I think that was 12-6.
Yeah. So the point of the games was to amass gold coins,
Yeah.
which was also the currency you used to buy these favors
Yeah.
or bribes. So you had to kind of find a balance where you didn't spend too much of your gold and still spent enough so that you won the game. We ended up with 1 coin
Yeah.
after my teammate eating the other because we were losing and our bribes didn't work.
Up there.
And our opponents, I think, ended with maybe 20 plus coins, something like that. So we were kind of outclassed.
They were doing well for themselves.
Yes.
Then. Yep.
Definitely.
Yep. So we did okay as well. We ended up with like 7 coins or whatever. But we ended up not actually spending much of it for a long time. The simple reason is if he started spending, then they could start spending it on us again.
Yeah.
So we were in a sort of like old Mexican standoff kind of idea.
Yeah, no one wanted to be the first ones to use the gold because then,
As soon as if they used one on us to borrow briskets. But honestly, that saved Brisket rather than actually anything else, because she was in a heap of trouble.
and then suddenly she became friendly to their team. So
Yeah, that was perfectly fine. It was actually one of the best.
didn't sound like a bribe at all. That sounded like a favor.
It sounded like a favor. It was a favor.
Yeah.
At least for us. That was just, ooh, they bought her? Well, that's very handy. Nice.
Keep the gold. It's fine.
Well, no, you give us the gold, you do that. That's awesome.
Yeah, we had some good fun with the bribing system, and then also there were some minor issues with it when it turned out that you could just spend all of your gold to knock down multiple players. which we at some point found out that we wanted to do. But all in all, it was a cool system. I think we should try it out a bit more.
Yeah, I've been talking a bit to Chris about working on some timing and some of the rules and try to actually make this a thing. So maybe we can start doing something like that, and if everything's going well with it, we should definitely maybe even put it out there for people to use if they want to.
Yeah, sure.
That would be pretty cool as well. So, regardless, I think we should do something with that. I think we've been babbling on for a while now, haven't we?
Yeah, this video is probably way too long already.
Yeah, I'm pretty much
But
sure of
that was our tournament experience at least, and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It's definitely fun to come over to Bergen every now and again and get a game or two.
Yes.
And that's something we need to do whenever we can, I think. So also, if other places in Bergen is hosting some tournaments, let people know about it, and we more than likely, or more often than not, we actually end up going, at least a few of us.
Yeah.
You were in Gothenburg a few days ago?
Yeah, I went to Sweden to a tournament, which was also real fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
So definitely trying out different metas is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
And people should come to Oslo as well when we host tournaments there.
Yeah. Our next one's on 17th of March, so now you know.
Be there.
Yeah, but our big thing is in June.
Yeah.
That'll be 23rd and 24th of June.
Yes.
So then we definitely need lots of people over here.
Yeah. I will be there. You will be there.
I will be there.
At least some other people will be there.
So far, it's like 8 people said that they'll be there.
Yeah, that's early for us because we usually sign up like right at the end, and now we already have 8. So that should be a great tournament.
Yeah, it's a good start for that. And we have a few people coming up from Gjøvik, so it's a city about 2-3 hours north of Oslo as well. I think we'll have a fair bit of people coming as well, and I look forward to that and hope some international ones maybe.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Yeah,
That would be fun.
a little warm up for the WTC.
Yeah, which
Maybe.
at least some of us definitely are coming to.
Yeah, yeah. This year there's going to be a Norwegian team, at least one.
At least one, probably two.
Yes. So watch out.
Watch out, you will have someone to beat. I mean,
What?
no.
No, the Vikings are coming to destroy the meta. That's the line we're having.
Yeah, that's the official line. Of
Yeah.
that, So, it's okay. Don't worry. It's all good. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's just call it a day for now.
Yep.
And I'll just hope that you guys had a fun watching this. Painting even, maybe. I doubt you could do something very intelligent to do this anyway. So, hope you had a good time with that. So, thank you for us from here in Bergen, and hope you had an excellent time viewing us. I suppose.
I think we should stop now.
I think we should stop now before I ramble too much.
Yeah.
Anyways, just like, share, and subscribe our videos, and support the
Hit that
Patreon.
like button.
Yeah, I think we covered all the basics.
Yeah.
I think people have listened to that kind of rambling.
Follow us
every
on
single
Twitter, Instagram. Do you have those?
Not,
Maybe.
not Twitter. But I have one personally, but the club doesn't. But anyways, don't worry about that, guys. Just subscribe and all that stuff, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Bye.